What's up, everyone? Happy Friday. Can everyone hear me? Give me a thumbs up. Uh, haven't done one of these in a while. Let me see. Send invites. Happy Friday. What up, Alex? Hey.
Hey, what's up,
Hi.
Vida?
How are you?
Good. How you doing? Pura vida.
What up, Vida? What's going
Yeah.
on? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, Venus
So
Day.
I'm gonna talk. So I'm gonna take the comments out because it's just a lot, and
For
it's
sure, for sure.
how to do it. Hold on a second. How do you cut over here? I think turn off commenting. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
What's going on?
What's cracking in LA today?
Nothing. I was
Yeah.
shooting. That's why it's all like
That's
this.
why you got the wavy Marilyn Monroe hair.
Yes.
For
Yes.
sure, for sure. Cool, cool, cool.
Yeah, we were doing some glamorous shots and beautiful dresses, and
Yo, remember in the 80s when they used to have the glamour shots and everybody would go to the
I worked there. I worked there.
Yeah, for real. You used to work at glamour shots?
Yeah, I did. And I
Oh,
was like 17 years old. That's so funny.
yo,
Because
we
I
gotta
used
make an
to
app.
like love modeling
Yeah.
back then. You know, I took photography
Okay.
in high school, and I
Yeah.
just like loved it. So wait, hold on a second.
Cool.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah, I just like I loved you know
Yeah.
the whole aspect of photography. My dad was taking
Okay.
photography too, so I used to like people would be like, "Vida, stop posing," when I was a little kid, you know.
Oh
And
shoot, you had it as a little kid.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah. So when I was
Yeah.
8, I was like, I'm gonna be a famous model.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in the covers of magazines. So
Hmm.
I manifested that.
You were like a little prophet star, huh? As a little kid, you knew exactly what you wanted to do as a little kid, and you manifested it like a
Yeah,
little.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So
So
there's
you
little
know now
Vida.
it's like getting
Yeah.
older and then like you know creating something else.
For sure. For sure.
Right,
Amazing.
as you grow and you keep
Yeah.
growing, you keep evolving.
That's what it
So
is. Earth is a school. We're here to learn how to receive, share, and give love.
that's
And
right.
that's what it is. You know what I mean? So
So like okay,
yeah.
so I know a lot of people are going through some rough times, you know, this year in 2020 with all the stuff that you know is happening. And you know, let's talk about you know mental health and the
100%.
standpoint from a doctor, you know, because if I say so,
Yeah.
then people are just like you know.
Nah, we all doctors. You got a powerful voice, and the voice is a reflection of the soul. And so that's why I'm so happy, ecstatic that we're doing this because we get to speak our truth. And I think the people really want to hear Pura Vida's truth. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So because you're a prophet too. You know what I mean? You're a doctor too. So we are
yeah,
all doctors in our own right, and our truth will set us free. And so your truth can reach someone that my truth can't because you got that background, Jersey girl, grew up in Cuba, and so you come with this DNA lineage 7 generations deep, and you've done amazing things in this lifetime, and so you can open doors and reach people and plant seeds that I cannot. I'm carrying that samurai spirit today, so you know what I mean. We're all reaching different people. You know, Vita, this is kind of weird, but you want to start with a little bit of a guided meditation? You cool with that?
yeah. So
All
let's
right.
do this. So everybody back home, let's
Yeah.
start this.
All right, let's get it. So everybody just close your eyes if you're watching at home. And spine is straight, feet on the floor. We're going to connect with our heart. So everybody take the slowest inhale through your nose you've taken today for 4 seconds. Hold your breath, connect with your beautiful heart. See the energy moving from your brain to your heart. On this exhale, completely relax into the exhale, let it all go. Dropping into parasympathetic, we're safe, we're relaxed, we're loved. One more slow, deep inhale through the nose into the beautiful heart. Hold your breath. We call upon the spirit of Yeshua and the spirit of Magdalene to bless everybody watching this today. Completely relax into this exhale. Remember who you are, made in the image and likeness of God. Last one, slow deep breath in through the nose into the heart. Feeling gratitude for your beautiful heart, made in the image and likeness of Source Creator God. Man, you a star. And holding that stardust in your heart, beautiful golden light, completely relax into the exhale. As we exhale, let everything go. We're going to imagine that right now we are in the sun. You see the sun. We're in the middle of the sun. You see this golden light filling every single one of your cells. The sun is a symbol of unconditional love. So every cell is now vibrating with unconditional golden Christic light. Your Christic light. Maybe you're feeling really good. Every single cell is full of golden light. And you're feeling your higher self embodying every cell now. Perfect, whole, and complete. Now we're just going to imagine the sun is in our hearts and we are in the sun looking down at earth. And the sun comes into our heart. And now we just send in this light through the sun in our hearts down to Mother Earth. This golden light from our hearts, our Christic selves, is now penetrating the environment of Mother Earth, sending it straight into Pachamama, into the atmosphere, into the water. You see all of the fish and all of the ocean, the dolphins returning, everything filled with golden light. We're sending it to Africa now, golden light filling the continent of Africa, motherland, all the way up into Europe, golden light filling Pachamama, the earth. We see it now filling Australia all the way up every single continent, Antarctica, all the way to the North Pole. We see it spreading to all the way North America, Canada. This golden, beautiful light of Christ, the Christic light of golden, pure, unconditional love, which we are. Now we're sending it from the sun through our hearts into Pachamama, all the way to South America. Don't forget Hawaii, Aloha Spirit. Now the islands are filling up with this golden light. And even down to Middle Earth and all the way into the core of Mother Earth, we see this golden light healing Mother Earth with our heart, with our love. And maybe we see the dolphins returning to play, the whales, the Garden of Eden being born on Earth. Zion, Bob Marley called it. New Jerusalem, Jesus called it. A new earth, Eckhart Tolle calls it. And we see humans loving each other, supporting each other, speaking their truth, not giving a fuck what anybody else thinks. And coming into our Christic selves. And we see this new earth being born. And so we're just sending this Christic light and giving ourselves permissions to step into our highest path. And we see our DNA now activating into our highest path. To anybody watching this now, we call upon the spirit of Yeshua, Magdalene, and the higher selves. Bless everybody watching this on their highest path. May they be blessed. May they be blessed. May they be blessed. Bless this conversation. May our higher selves lead and guide into joy, peace, the highest vibe possible. We thank you for Vida. Bless her spirit. Thank you, great spirit, maker of the moon, maker of the sun, maker of the stars, maker of the planet. We offer gratitude for the great love of Creator in our hearts. How deep, how wide, unconditional. So we feel that. And we feel gratitude. And we trust. And we surrender and we let go. One more slow, deep breath into the heart. Golden light. Let's call upon Mother Mary, full of grace. Pink light everywhere. Grace. Everything is grace. Pink light. Bless this place with your grace. All I see is grace. Pink light everywhere. Mother Mary, full of grace. Blessing everything. All is forgiven. All is love. Grace abound. Yeah. Divine Mother, take over in this conversation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We bless you. Hallelujah, amen, aom, and so it is for the glory of God.
So it is. Thank you
Cool.
for it.
Yeah, thank you, man. Please, thank you for allowing me to guide that meditation. Appreciate it.
I hope everyone felt it.
Cool, cool. Yeah, I
Yeah.
felt it too. Yeah, it's all about the heart.
Yes, it is. So
Mm-hmm.
let's take a little dive and dive
Cool.
deep.
Let's dive deep. I like that intention.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So like for everyone that's going through some stuff, like maybe you could, from your perspective, from a conscious
Yeah.
psychiatrist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like help people that might be struggling with, being not, I don't want to say locked down, I guess. It forces us to really go in and to take this time and see it as a blessing, um, for us to really get in tune with ourselves. And
Yeah.
then from that place, make the choices to move forward in life
Mm,
differently.
mm. Beautifully said. Yeah. Man, the universe is super intelligent. I mean, that's such a simple statement, but it's the truth. And so what I mean by that is like every single person watching this and every single person on the planet was born on a specific date, chose their mother's specific womb.
Mm-hmm.
Love is a choice. So everybody chose this for their specific mission to learn something. We said Earth is a school. So everybody here to learn how to receive, share, and give love. That's it. So like we were up in heaven and they said, hey, Vida, one day I'm going to meet you on earth. We're going to have this conversation. So this is all a choice. The universe from a large perspective is super intelligent. And so there's 26,000 year cycles, and so we're entering into the end of one age and we're going into the golden age where the portal to the most high, the creator light, is flooding the planet.
Mm-hmm.
And so everything that's happening, when we look at it from a certain conscious, we're like, oh, what's happening? Like coronavirus, all this stuff. But from a certain high perspective, it all makes sense. Because
Mm-hmm.
Mother Earth is, if you want to say, purging. Before an airplane lands, there is turbulence, right? Before a new Earth is born, there is a little bit of turbulence and purging. So God, Creator, is sending the fire to clean out every system that is based upon fear, to expose the truth, so that everybody's going to have a choice. Because once the educational system, the financial system, everything's going to be exposed for the truth of what it is, and only love is real. So everything that is fear-based is going to be exposed, false evidence appearing real. And then people are going to have a choice. Do I want to wear a mask? Do I not want to wear a mask? Do I want to get a vaccine? Do I not? And then what's really going to happen is Mother Nature, she's strong, she's powerful, she's going to do her thing, and a new earth is going to be born. And Jesus said the kingdom of heaven is within our heart. So right now within our heart, the 26,000 year golden age is starting, where we can be fully human and fully divine. And so it goes real deep. So from a conscious perspective, everything is in perfect order because the universe is intelligent. And what I really want to say to anybody watching this is the mental health system is also going to be exposed. Listen,
Yeah.
we are not a label. We are not a diagnosis.
Mm-hmm.
That comes from a system that has been created, which, obviously a bunch of psychiatrists sitting around a table based on research bias papers, who have been influenced by pharmaceutical companies, who are sponsored by people at the very top, who have their own agenda in mind, which I don't have to really go into. But we are not a, if
Just
you
follow
want to,
the money. Who's
that's what
making
I'm
the
saying.
money?
Follow the money and you'll know. Who are these people at top? What's their agenda? And so, and then what we really get into is like, we are not a label. We're not, if you want to know something funny, like I used to sit around in a psychiatrist table, like a bunch of psychiatrists trying to decide what to order for Christmas dinner. It would take us like 2 hours and we still, like, psychiatrists are crazy, you know what I mean? But like, imagine now a bunch of psychiatrists sitting around trying to determine what is major depression, what is bipolar disorder, what is all this stuff, right? And it's the craziest thing, and it's based upon biased research papers. They throw out the ones they don't like and they only keep the ones that are based up according to what's going to promote their cause. So all I'm saying is we are not a label, we are not a diagnosis.
Yeah.
And we are so much more. And in our DNA, scientists used to believe that 95% of our DNA is junk DNA. Not true. The potential of our DNA is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And we can
I want to
activate.
teleport.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So
Right.
like, We can activate our DNA through frequency. Now we know our cells and our DNA are listening to every word we speak, to every thought we have, to the attitude of our brains. When we get the sound healing, the sound's going in and activating DNA. When we look at the sun's coming through, especially the solar codes coming through these days. It's called over the angular movement, and it's activating our DNA, and people are starting to wake up. You know what I mean? And so, like, who we really are is being exposed. It's being activated now. And all I got to say to anybody watching this who's going through anything mental health related is hang on. Don't give up. The truth is coming out. You are who you've been looking for. You a superstar. And I mean, everybody sings about that, but I really mean it. Like, yeah, we can activate our DNA, and like people are going to realize like we ain't a label, we ain't a diagnosis, and the truth of mental health is coming out, and the technology is here, which is super exciting. And so, yeah, that's really what I want to say about like mental health right now is like, yeah, just hang on, and you're not a label. You're so much more. You are a star. Like I mean it, I mean it like for real, and you'll see, we'll all see that. Yeah.
Your thing got a little like frozen for a second. I don't know what happened.
Oh, for real, my bad. I got this fire right now. I'm a little passionate right now, so let me know if that happens again.
No, it's okay. Yeah. I guess the energy just made it just like freeze.
Yeah, for sure. So Vida, talk to me, man. I think the people want to know, like, you know, your journey with mental health. Kind of like it was crazy when we spoke on the phone, and I realized, man, you've been on this path for a minute, and you've made some pivotal decisions along your life. Following your heart. So like talk to the people about what's been helpful for you.
So, you know, like we were talking about how I manifested that reality for myself at the age of 28 when I first started modeling and, you know, did the magazine. And, you know, I was super excited and everything, but then I got to a point that in order for me to move, I had to sell my soul. So like it made me look within, you know, and I was like, you know, like this is what like I wanted, and why is it not like, why is it like this? And I started to ask questions like what is life, you know, like why are we here, you know, all those kind of questions. And then all of a sudden I'm on a spiritual journey. So since then I was like 1 foot in and 1 foot out, you know, in the industry, you know, like so I went to India. I studied different forms of, I did Transcendental Meditation. I did.
Hey, can you talk to the people about Transcendental Meditation and what that is and what that did for you?
Okay, so I did Transcendental Meditation. I think it was in 2009. And what that did for me, that was like my first form of meditation.
Okay. And
it was great. So I wanted to learn other forms of meditation, you know?
Yeah.
Because I'm always searching for the truth for me.
Beautiful. Amazing.
You know?
Yeah.
And Transcendental Meditation was great. I still do it. I also tried Vapasana Meditation.
That's amazing. Yeah, tell them what Vapasana is. Yeah.
And Vapasana Meditation is, I did a 10-day silent retreat. We did 15, 16 hours of fasting. We meditated for 13 hours a day.
Wow.
We couldn't talk with anyone else that was doing the same thing. And everyone was in their individual journey there. And it was so beautiful. And I did that in 2017. I went like the day before Thanksgiving, and I spent Thanksgiving doing that.
Wow.
Giving thanks and giving stuff, you know? And I came out different, and I do different forms of meditation. I feel like every moment I'm in meditation, because for me, being in meditation is being clear and in that moment, whatever moment that is.
100% present
not
moment.
Thinking of the past, not thinking of the future, just enjoying that moment. 100. And in that moment, when you're flowing in that moment, there's so many beautiful things that happen, and we miss it because we're thinking of the past, we're thinking of the future. We're not being in this moment that is the present.
100. I got to jump in there. 1000%. 0 point, the present moment. That's what meditation, every single moment is meditation. But for those people watching, I just want to say Vida hit on some amazing points. Transcendental meditation works with a mantra. So the mantra is the quickest way to quiet the mind. And 99% of almost all psychiatric conditions is the mind, exactly what Vida said, when it's in the past. You know, we're thinking about something from conditioning, which causes depression and anxiety, or in the future, 99% of everything we think about never happens, which causes anxiety. So the mantra, when we repeat a mantra over and over through transcendental, it transcends the mind. And some of these sounds and mantras are very sacred, amazing sounds, which holy men of old would go out into, you know, with tremendous spiritual power, would go out into nature and commune with the divine and come back with these amazing mantras. So if 99% of all psychiatric problems are people identifying with their thoughts as if they're true, the transcendental meditation actually quiets the mind. It's one of the quickest way. So, you know, I just want to throw that out there for anybody watching this, like, check out transcendental meditation. It works for any mental health condition. It can quiet the mind and it can take you into a sacred space, which is really beautiful. And now I got to just shout out Vida for Vapasana, because Vapasana meditation is not for the weak. I mean, she just talked about it super casually, but Vapasana meditation is 10 days of silence, not talking to anybody, sitting
Not
on
making
your ass.
eye contact with people either.
Yeah, like no eye contact. 13 hours of meditation a day, and your ass starts hurting, everything starts hurting, and you got to sit there, and your mind starts going crazy, and you got to sit there with your mind, and you got to continue to breathe, continue to go through it. And ultimately, some people, I chickened out. I signed up and I chickened out. But like from everybody I talked to, like they say about like day 6 or 7 or 8, there's like a breakthrough that happens where you realize, holy shit, I'm not my thoughts. And that stays with you for a long time. And so shout out Vida for doing that. Vipassana meditation is free for 10 days. It's like a 100% karma yoga. So everybody can look up Vipassana meditation if that's calling you, if you really want to go within, as Vida did. So transcendental.
And they have it in so many cities,
yes,
countries, and
100. So it's all around, and you can sign up. It's free. So if this is calling to anybody watching this, sign up. And this is a beautiful, amazing way to know you are not your thoughts and to go within. These are amazing tools. And so here's Vida, you know, at 28, music industry is calling her. They're like, oh, Vida, come out, be the next Cardi B. And Vida's like, nah, I don't want to sell my soul because, you know, I want to go within. And so you do Vipassana, you do Transcendental, and you start going within. And walk us through what happens next.
So, I mean, you just come out a different person. And then, you know, I became a vegan, and
cool.
I became certified in Reiki. I did level 1 and then
awesome.
Level 2. And lately I've been thinking about, should I become a Reiki master?
Amazing. Yeah.
So the possibilities are there. But I'm very calm, and like when people are next to me, they always tell me that, like, I have like really calming energy, which makes them feel very calm. And
what a gift.
Like you know, as a reflector in the human design.
That's right. Yeah, you reflect.
Right, I have to be in the heart of the community to reflect back the health of the community. And you know, like everything what I had thought that the world was or was not. And you just have to like keep digging deep and like just realize what is really happening, to really connect to your true self. You're not your body, you're not your hair, you're not your clothes, you're not anything that's material.
Yeah, beautiful. I love that. I just want to add to that. So Vida says something so important. We're not our body, we're not our hair, we're not our external possessions. We are so much more. And I want to add to that, we are also not our thoughts. We are also not our feelings. We are also not our experiences, because check this. Thoughts will come and they will go. Feelings will come, they will go. Experiences will come, they will go. But who's the one who's always there?
Mm-hmm.
It's the infinite consciousness, the source, the observer, the watcher that we are, that we come from, who's signed up to have a human experience in this avatar, in this body. So Vida chose that body for her mission, and she already knew it as a kid, what she was here to do, right? And so we all chose
I
this
have
avatar.
remembrance of like what I was gonna look like. Well, I have remembrance from like, I don't know where it comes from, but like seeing like 7 lights around me and like seeing a clear thing what my life was gonna be. And every time something happens, I get this feeling like, oh my God, I remember. Then that moment, I go back to that moment and seeing that, the moment that's happening, seeing that.
Hold up. So where's this memory coming from? Like when you were a kid, or like past life, or like before you came to Earth?
Yeah, before I came to Earth.
Snaps. Cool, cool, cool.
Yeah.
So you actually remember that.
Mm-hmm.
So 7 lights, is that like your chakras, or?
I don't know.
That's amazing. So you remember like the lights around you and deciding that I'm going to come to Earth. And that's amazing because.
And the avatar, choosing the avatar, and even the lessons that I've learned, even the struggles that I've been through.
Amazing. Amazing.
But you could, you know, that's me connecting to myself and doing all these different modalities to connect to yourself. You
100.
know? Yeah.
Amazing. Now I know you went down the plant medicine journeys a little bit. And actually you were a pioneer because last time I talked to you, like it seems like you
2009.
2009. Before
I went. 2007. I like asked all those questions, and then I started to like do different things. And 2009 was the year that I just like went berserk on that.
Yeah. Okay. Talk to the people like about plant medicine, your experiences, whatever you want to go into, how that helped you, you know.
Okay, so I did ayahuasca back in 2009, and I did it 5 times. The first time that well, ayahuasca, it's a plant medicine, and they make a tea, and you do this whole ceremony with a shaman, and it's an inward journey. You know, I had heard about ayahuasca in 2007, and the moment I heard it, I was like, oh, I want to do it. But then the fear kicked in. But I was like at the beginning of asking questions on my journey, right?
Okay, yeah.
So then in 2009 when I did it, the first time nothing happened, and I was scared I just had a really bad headache, and I was, you know, like sometimes people go for more, they'll give them a little bit more, but I didn't. My headache was so massive, and I don't know why that happened, but that was my first experience. They gave me Reiki, and it was beautiful, but I had a headache. And then the second time that I did it, it was magical, and you saw like life and what it's all about, and it was like very vivid and like a lot of lights, and I'm like thinking wee. And then all of a sudden it was like her and it was like a black cloud smoke, like a snake almost, like, and you know the shaman is chanting, they're singing and stuff, and then I was not the only one. It must have been like a point in the chant or whatever, people start vomiting. And then at one point I was like crying and laughing at the same time, because of like, it's so silly. Like life is so silly, and like what we go through is so silly. Like we signed up to do this. Like life is supposed to be lived, and it's whether we're going through something, we're instead of like saying like, oh, why is this happening to me, it's like, what do I need to learn from this experience? And then that's where the gift comes in. It's awareness, right? It's
awareness.
our own awareness, to then be able to really set yourself and be the observer of the problem or the situation. I would say it situation, and then be able to assess the situation and come up with a clear point that you can navigate out of that situation.
Yeah, that's
if
amazing.
that makes any sense.
That makes a complete sense. So amazing. So a spirit of Mother Ayahuasca took you to that point where you were laughing and crying at the same time and becoming the observer and realizing the play, the divine dance of life, that we signed up for this. And then when you're the observer, we realize that the universe is working for us, not against us.
Yeah.
And so when things happen, we're not asking, why is this happening to me? We're not a victim. We are asking, why is this happening for me?
I think there's a lot of victimhood in today's world and society.
Yep.
And I think that is one of the biggest things that what's happening is triggering a lot of people because of that. And we have to become be the victim to the victor.
I like that.
You know?
Yeah. I love that. From the victim to the victor. And that's so beautiful. I love that. I've never heard that put that way before. And so for people watching this, man, so yeah, Vida was a pioneer because back in 2009, ayahuasca was not well known. So the spirit of the plant was actually, it has consciousness. It was very pure at that time because in ancient Peru and in the Amazon region where the plant comes from, actually back in the day, native Peruvians don't even use the plant unless it's like for a very pure spiritual reason. Now it's become popular, but you know, what I'll say as a psychiatrist is, you know, I've tried it probably like 8 or 9 times, is that the intention, the spirit of the plant has consciousness. So when we approach with humility, which is teachability, and a sincere desire to be better and to learn, it will not always show us what we want, but it will show us what we need to see. You know, and so I had this experience my first time. My heart, like, it's a calling too. It's not for everyone. Yeah. So what I'll say is, like, you'll know if your heart is drawn to the plant. For me personally, everything opened up. And then I would also say setting and intention is everything. Because when you're under the influence, a lot of portals and energetic spaces are open. So you want an amazing, pure shaman who you know has a beautiful intention and heart, who wants to guide you into your highest path. And so once you go into this, like, you know, for me, it's like a heart opener. It's like a mother. It opened my heart. And like within 2 minutes, I was crying. Like the spirit of, it's the craziest thing. Like 2 people told me right before, like, you used to be an elephant trainer back in the day in your past life. And 2 different people told me this. So my intention to Mother Ayahuasca was, if this is the case, I want to meet this elephant. And they said, you were very close to one elephant. And so I was like, I want to meet this elephant. So before, like, they're going around, I said, I want to meet this elephant. And within 2 minutes, I felt the spirit of the elephant like with me, and I can never explain it, but I was like crying and tears of joy were coming down my face. And yeah, it's crazy, right?
You have to go through it because you can't really explain it, you know. And everyone's journey is different. 100.
Like spirituality has to be experienced, and so that's why I believe some of these plants, not for everyone, but for some people, can be very helpful, because once you experience it, you can't deny it. Like, I can talk about it and people are like, oh, that's full of crap. But like, if you actually experience it, and then you will know, oh crap, there's more. Understand. Yeah, there's more to consciousness.
Or understand.
Understand, I like that. You will understand that, holy cow, like this, there's so much more to this amazing, beautiful universe. And what we know, we cannot not know. And then the experience right after that, I went out into nature and I was meditating with the tree.
Oh, yeah.
And the forest lit up. And like there was these.
It was alive, right?
Yeah, it was like Avatar live. Like neon green lines, energetic lines coming out of me into the tree, into the plants, into all parts of nature. And I was like sitting there looking at these neon green lines connecting everything together.
That's what I saw too. I saw like the Matrix.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. You saw that too.
I saw the evolution of humans.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
In front of me.
The universe showed you. Wow, that's beautiful, because like that means you have a beautiful, pure heart. Yeah. You know, and then I realized we're all connected. Yeah. We are all connected. We are all one, and we are never alone.
Yep.
And so, man, yeah, Mother Ayahuasca. So that was part of your journey. Cool, cool, cool. Any
Yeah.
other plants like come in and play a role to help you and guide you?
Marijuana.
Yeah, let's talk about Santa Maria, Mother Mary. Yeah, let's talk about marijuana. Yeah, how's your
Yeah.
relationship been with Mother Mary, marijuana, and yeah, how's that been for you?
The first time that I smoked, I was 33.
Okay, wow,
And I
okay.
was super against it my whole life because I've been taught that, right?
Mm, mm,
And then I said, well, at one moment in my time, I had a shift in perspectives,
mm,
and I said, you know, like, why do I hate it so much? Is what was being told to me that
uh-huh.
it's bad, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, how do I know that for sure, really?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So I have to experience it myself to
I like
see.
that. Yep, for sure.
And when I did that, it just like it opened up a world for me, um, a different world. And it was weird because at one point, I know it's gonna sound crazy, but I was like sitting with a bunch of people, and I could see everyone's insecurities
Mm-hmm.
and how like someone else in the conversation was bringing up something, and
Mm-hmm.
I felt like another person,
Mm-hmm.
like it was triggering that person.
Yeah, yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
But the person, you know, like it didn't, they didn't show like it was, they were being triggered, but I
Mm-hmm.
could like see a little
I
deeper.
know. Yep, yep.
So that was
Yeah.
my experience. And I think like, you know, like if you do it and you set an intention to do it,
Yes. Yeah.
to have some kind of spiritual connection to the plant, that it could teach you something instead of
Mm,
just like, I'm just gonna smoke and just like
yeah.
flash out and just,
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know.
Yeah.
I think setting intentions for anything is
Yes.
very important.
Yeah.
um, it is everything.
100%. Intention has infinite organizing power.
Hmm.
And so and I love that you talked about how it was showing you different parts of consciousness. It opened you up to a certain energetic level where you could perceive exactly what was happening. It increased the awareness. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And sorry, I didn't mean to cut you,
No,
but
it's
what I
cool. Go
wanted to
for it.
say
Yeah.
is like, it's like, I was thinking to myself, wow, if I was like younger and I would have done it
Mm-hmm.
younger, would I have had this experience? And if so, then I could have been so much more advanced, you know? Because
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
always feel like I've been like always like ahead of my time, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Even like what you said with the ayahuasca, is
Yeah.
like I just like follow I'm just different. And people like, if they see my picture, they think I'm one thing. And one of the most uh something that when anyone gets to know me, they're like, you're nothing like I thought. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
what the hell did you
Yeah.
think I was, you know? And it's a beautiful thing.
Amazing. Yeah. Never judge a book by the cover, and but it's all perfect. And so I love what you said, because if I'm seeing some of these star seeds being born these days, these little kids being born, and you look into their eyes, and the parents have done so much work that they're being born with like so little karma. These little
Mhm.
star seeds, right? I realized, like, holy cow! And they're learning yoga at a young age. They're learning about the plants at a young age. They're learning about diet and exercise and so many beautiful things their parents are teaching them at a young age. And it excites me because this is our future, and our future is in bright hands, because these little star seeds coming in, man, they're badass. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they're like little gods and goddesses running around already. You know what I mean? And they're here to teach us. So super excited about the future, and paving that path for the kiddos.
And also
Yeah.
being on a path as like, I knew something was gonna happen this year, you know?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And 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 I feel like everything that's happened with whole COVID and everything is just, it's just an awakening
Mm-hmm.
to wake us up.
Amen, amen. Yeah, for sure. Mm.
And if people looked at it from a perspective of the victor instead of the victim,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
they will see the gift.
I love
It's
that.
presence.
Yeah.
That's it.
Amazing. Amazing. All about perspective. Yeah. And so mother, yeah, I love that. Now talk to me a little bit about, you know, I know you saw your avatar being chosen with the seven lights around you, and you know,
Mhm.
amazing. And so talk to me a little bit about like Vita's path in the future, like moving forward, kind of like what you see happening and kind of the best possible outcome scenario of what we got to look out for the future, the near future here. What's the best
Well,
possible situation?
I don't like to say. Um, it's also like this whole thing. Like when I first did FHM,
Hmm.
I didn't tell anyone,
Okay.
and then
What's FH? Is that a magazine?
FHM, yeah, that was the first magazine that I was
Okay.
in.
For Him magazine, is that back in
Yeah,
the day?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, for
yeah.
sure.
It's like
Sure, yeah.
it was like a competition too, Max.
100. Okay.
And I didn't say anything, and then it happened, you know.
Hmm. Hmm.
And so I have like this little thing that I don't like to say it,
Got it. I feel you. I feel you. Yeah.
you know.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
there's a lot of amazing things. Yeah,
Amazing. Amazing. I like that. Yeah.
yeah,
We'll let the present moment surprise us.
yeah,
With that's always better that way anyway. You
yeah.
know.
'Cause it's like in the past when I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, or I have this, and some things happen, some things don't happen, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna set my intentions. I
Boom.
know my heart. I know where I'm going, and let my actions speak for.
Love that. That's beautiful. I
Yeah.
love that. Amazing. Amazing. Can you talk to me a little bit about,
But I want this
yeah, what peace, peace. Oh, I
peace
am
for everyone.
peace, peace on earth, peace on earth,
Yes, I
goodwill
want
towards man.
I want
Mm,
heaven on earth. That's why I
amazing.
named my podcast my radio show, Heaven with Vida.
Yeah,
Is it was like one of my friends, Rob, if he's watching, he was like, what is your mission? Like, what do you want the show to be about? And
yeah.
I said, I want people to experience heaven on earth. I want to raise the consciousness of humanity, to bring up topics and have
Mm,
that
yeah,
will make people, like, if they don't know anything about it,
yeah.
intrigued to find out more.
Hmm. I gotta tell you, you saying that like it moves my heart
You feel
because
it.
I feel it
It's
and
true.
I resonate with you. Heaven on earth. And we're in that period, the golden age, where it's possible. So thank you so much for having that intention and for hosting the radio show and for speaking your truth. And may it be so, may it be so, may it be so.
Mm-hmm.
The Garden of Eden, you know, Jesus said the kingdom of heaven is in our hearts.
Mm-hmm.
And so you got peace written on your heart. And may there be peace on earth for every single body. And may the animals return, and may God's children all play in harmony. May the children be safe. And abundance for everyone, really. So I love that. Hey, I want to ask you, because it's kind of weird off the topic question. Can you talk to me a little bit about Jesus? Like, do you have a relationship with Jesus, and how is that? And you know, talk to me where you're at with that, and what you think about Jesus?
Well, I think Jesus is the Son of God, just like
Mm-hmm.
we are.
100, 100.
And Jesus, he was in the path. He was on the path, and he was doing the work.
Yeah. Okay.
And we could be on the same path.
100, 100. I love that. Jesus said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life."
Christ
Yeah.
consciousness.
Christ consciousness. Boom. Yes. So when people say Jesus, Jesus was a person, a human being, high vibration to inhabit the earth, amazing mission. But when we say Christ, Jesus Christ, Christ is a consciousness. And consciousness is available to every single body. So we can tune in with our third eye to the Christ consciousness, which is in our hearts, which everybody has, which is a consciousness of unconditional love and unity. So the unity consciousness that looks beyond red and yellow, black and white, all are precious in his sight, no race, no hierarchy, everybody is equal, loved. And so the Christ consciousness is now on the rise. And so Jesus Christ, hallelujah, amen. And I love what you said. He was on the path. And what path is that? Well, it's the path of love.
Path of love.
Jesus was love. And so I just want to kind of throw out there, anytime like we feel like, you know, confused or anything, one thing that's really helped me is just take 3 slow breaths and ask yourself, am I on the path? What path? Of the path of love. And if not, just literally tune into love and get back on the path. The path of love.
Or it's like my chart. It says,
yeah.
what would love do?
And
choose that path.
100. What would love do? I like that. All right, cool. Anything else on your heart, Vida? Like, you don't want to get off your heart?
No, I'm good. I mean,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You want to talk about anything else?
Let me scan my heart real quick. Yeah, just like a shout out, like some of the projects you're working on, like, feel free to throw it out there. Like, I know you got a clothing brand, a radio show, and just to kind of like,
so I have a clothing line. It's a conscious clothing line, and it's at Wear 11.
We are 11. Yeah, what does that mean?
Well, it's Wear.
Wear
1133, but it looks like we are 1133.
Oh, got it. Yeah. What does that mean? Well, why 11?
I'm very much, I see a lot of numbers all the time.
Got it. Yeah.
And that number kept coming up. And it came up for me a lot of times when I was thinking about creating it. So I was like, what do I come up? Like, I couldn't come up with a name. And then I was like, well, why not that?
Yeah.
And that's,
Cool.
Just a simple.
Yeah.
That's how, I see sequence of numbers all day, all the time. And there's so many synchronicities. And that's another thing I wanted to say. Like, when you're present in the moment, like, this is what happens to me. And we all have access to this as well. Like, I could ask a question to source, and then I literally could, like, walk by someone or be at a table and the conversation is exactly what I was just asking.
Yeah.
And it's answered.
That's amazing.
It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful to be in the present moment.
Beautiful. I love that. And tell the people about your radio show a little bit.
And the radio show is called Heaven with Vida. Right now we're like in hiatus because we shifted into a bigger location. Studios. They had 2 separate locations, and we had this huge location, and we had this grand opening, and then the COVID hit.
Okay.
So I haven't been able to do the show, and then my co-host is in Costa Rica.
Oh, Pura Vida, Pura Vida,
Not stuck in Costa Rica, because Costa Rica, that's the place you want to be stuck in.
100, 100. That's heaven.
But he's over there, so there's another show that I'm kind of working on, maybe doing, as it's totally different. But the opportunity has presented itself.
Cool.
So, but that's like fresh, so I can't speak on
all right,
that.
sure. Yeah.
And there's just a lot more stuff coming up.
Cool. Amazing. So I'm gonna do a little shameless shout out for like some of the projects I'm working on, if that's cool.
Yes.
I just started an NPO, everybody. It's called Soul Free Enterprises. And the mission is to create 12 conscious healing centers around the world that free 1 billion souls, because I've been studying all this technology. Remember I said at the beginning, like the technology is here. And, can you imagine your brother, your sister, your family member, whoever's going through mental health coming to the center and their DNA being activated and they're leaving like joyful, happy, with purpose and a mission. So look out for that. It's called Soul Free Enterprises. We're working on the website. It's almost ready to launch. We're also starting Hugs RX Medicine, kind of like ACLS Ice Bucket Challenge, where we're going to challenge people to hug someone that they love, like they mean it. Take a picture, snap a recording, post it, and challenge 3 other people. I know this is a crazy time during COVID to do that, but I'm doing that on purpose, because when you hug someone and the hearts are connected, oxytocin is released, which increases serotonin, dopamine. Yeah.
I wanted to say something on that. So there isn't it 6 feet that the hearts can connect?
Oh, it's sometimes more than that. The Heart Math Institute, the heart can like expand about
Okay, because
15 feet.
I thought that
Yeah.
it was only like the radius, and like having us 6 feet apart is separating us from having that heart conscious connection.
100. Yeah. So they, you know, united we stand, and we got to connect our hearts right now, because unity is the answer. Unity, connecting hearts is the answer right now. Divided we fall, but like that's what they want to do. People, nah, we're gonna unite. So I'm gonna start a movement there, and yeah, check out my link tree. You know, one-to-one sessions, psychedelic preparation courses. You know, just here to serve humanity in any way possible.
And your ebook, your free
Oh yeah,
ebook.
yeah. Free ebook, good shout out, thespiritualpsychiatrist.com. I wrote a book called The Spiritual Guide to Mental Health.
It's your link in your bio, right?
It's in link in my bio, and it's free. It's free if you want. So check it out, The Spiritual Guide to Mental Health. That's what we up to. Yeah.
Just trying to
Yeah.
help and love everyone.
That's what it is, because we are all one. We're all connected. We are all one. If I love all of me, I love everybody. Vida, I know this is going to sound crazy, maybe a little pressure on you, but can we fade this out? I know you used to be into music. Can you bless the people with a little tune? Maybe because singing is for the heart. So maybe the first thing, maybe a childhood tune you used to sing, or a rap.
No, but I got something better for you.
Okay, for sure. What? What's up?
Better for you.
All right. Oh, you got the flute.
I have a flute that's tuned to 432 megahertz.
Awesome.
Which resonates with us. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Beautiful.
And so let's talk about that, because you and I spoke about that before. How like the music that's out now, it's a frequency of 440, which is not in harmony with us, right? So then I'm thinking about like the songs, right? And people are singing, so it's a form of chanting, right? And if they're saying something like negative, it's like creating that energy, right? It's very important.
Very important. Bless him. Bless us.
My dog's about to start.
Thank you for blessing us. That's beautiful. It brought back my Native American spirit. And I just want to add to what Vida said. Music is so important. It carries a frequency, and the intention of whoever's playing it and whoever created the song is transferred into the subconscious mind. So really want to shout out, music can stop wars. Music is the only thing that can make my father cry. Music is the universal frequency of love, of language. It's a language, the universal language. And the future of medicine is sound. Mark my words, everybody. The future of medicine is sound. It all started with sound. Slow down. It will all come around. Life is a circle round. It all started with sound. I got a river of life flowing out of me. It makes the lame to walk and the blind to see. Opens prison's doors, sets the captives free. I got a river of life flowing out of me. Spring up a well, splish splash within my soul. Spring up a well, splish splash, make us whole. Spring up a well and give to me that life abundantly. Let go and flow, for the soul knows. Jupiter is calling, autumn leaves are falling. Let's get it. New earth is here, heaven with Vida. Everybody
Yeah.
tune
I love
in.
that freestyle.
Yeah. You know, I just sometimes when the mind is out of the way, you know, spirit channels through. So
Yeah.
hey, listen, Vida, it's been a joy. You know, it's been a joy connecting with you. And yeah, let's do it again sometime.
Absolutely. Thank you
For
so much
sure.
for your time.
Thank you for your time. Yeah, happy
And
Venus
thank you
Day
to
Friday.
everyone that tuned in
Yeah.
and went through this journey with us. And
Yes. Shout out.
come.
Yeah. All love, baby.
All right.
All right, Vida. I bless
Thank you.
everybody watching this. Sending you guys so much love. So much love. We are all one. Sending you guys so much love. Love you.
Love
Peace,
you.
peace.
Bye.
All right.
How do you end this?
You gotta press the X up on top.
Oh, okay.
Peace.
Okay.